Lyndon, well batted, having sort of toiled through the evening session last night. You sort of reaped the rewards today, and we'll come into your batting in a minute. But before we do, end of day 3, pretty happy with the position you're in?
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, you'd always like 2 or 3 more wickets than you already have. But I think, tomorrow there's still about 350 away, and I still feel like there's 9 good balls in that wicket that we can get wickets with. So, fingers crossed tomorrow we come back and do that.
Let's go back sort of 24 hours or so. It was a little tricky hour or so last night, having lost a clump of wickets. What was the mindset between you and Tom out there just to see out the day so that you could come back today?
Yeah, they were bowling well last night, so we just said, look, let's soak up this pressure and hopefully come back today. They're a bit more sore, potentially a few more balls, a few more options you can score from, and that kind of obviously worked out quite well for us. But they did bowl well last night, and we just said between us, if we can get through to this morning, then happy days. And
then coming in today, the approach was just to take the chances that you were given with tiring bowlers when they did bowl the bad ball to try and put it away?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, me and T said we were going to take it in sets of 10 runs, just try and extend that lead as much as we could. We knew the first 20 minutes were going to be tough and they were going to come hard at us, but we thought if we get through that, then soak up that pressure and then try and put on a big partnership.
And a sort of big week for you, having signed your contract extension and got a career high first class score of 91 as well. Delighted to get that score, I'd imagine.
Yeah, obviously over the moon. Disappointed to not go on and get those 3 figures, but at the end of the day, me and Tom have hopefully put us in a good position to potentially try and win this game. So that's the way I think you've got to try and look at it.
And let's talk about batting with Tom. I imagine it makes for quite easy batting when you've got someone at the other end who plays his shots and really does punish the bad ball.
Yeah, definitely. I was just saying on the live stream there, it makes it a lot easier for me. I feel I can play my own natural game because he scores so freely. And obviously soaking up that pressure last night meant that he could score freely today. So it's a pleasure to bat with.
And your last sort of wicket stand was with Liam. Still a little bit surreal batting out in first class games with him.
Yeah, I think it always will be quite surreal. Having both grown up here, but we just said same as me and Tom, just try and extend that lead as much as we could.
And let's talk about that bowling performance in the last sort of session and a little bit. Important wicket first up before tea.
Yeah, definitely. I think big wicket, Davies, big wicket for us. Look, those 2 lads played quite well tonight, but Pato bowled really nicely into that rough. So hopefully tomorrow he can have a say. And I'm sure the big 3 as we've been calling them will come back hard tomorrow and put a good day's graft in. So it's going to be a hot day, but we'll all be behind them.
It was a wicketless last session. Do you put that down to anything in particular there? Them batting well, the ball going soft, or anything like that?
I mean, the sun's been baking for the last couple of days, so I think the wicket's got a tad bit slower. But at the end of the day, they played well. Sometimes you've got to take your hat off and say well played. But we'll be back stronger in the morning.
And obviously you're playing as a batter today and this week, but you back those so-called big 3 to come tomorrow and do the job along with Liam and Marl if required.
Yeah, definitely. It's tough not being able to bowl and watching the lads go about it, but injuries, you can't do anything about them. We have done it all year. We have full backing of the big 3, and I'm sure if required, Mull will do a great job for us as well, and obviously Pato with his spin. So I'm sure we've got plenty there to take 9 wickets tomorrow.